Welcome to the little jubileums edition. This is edition number 10, and we see in our let's talk about here you see the presenter. The picture is not done by purpose, but this happened 7 years ago, just after a couple of months when I had this netbook and it was falling down from the cabinet. So the camera can be fixed, but this is also good because you don't need to see all the details, right? It doesn't matter, but you see someone, it's not a bot, robot talking to you. The website with the American flag, moon fake picture of the Hollywood studio. Today we'll talk about noise. You will see interesting for sure, as the whole blog is interesting. Looks like the blog position not before. I think only temporarily. Then we'll show the upper part of the page. Just to yes, so it's there, but it still needs a time until I can scroll down about the most important information to the actual political themes of this satanic matrix system. Most of you guys have seen this matrix, so it's exactly this. And we can scroll down to where I want to talk about today. Yesterday we made this, there was no link in it, and now we have this one. This is also very interesting. Starting with the story. Ubuntu sounds like African. It is, and this only one word has a deeper meaning. Ubuntu means I am, je suis, ich bin, because we are. I am because we are. So it's a socializing word for African tribes or for a certain African tribe. I don't know what language it is really. You can look on Google Translate and you will know. And the question is, how can we all happy together when someone of us is not happy? And this came out through a story, and I would like to give you the story in my own words. So it might happen like that, like this, that there was a Christian, let's say priest, I don't know, Catholic or Protestant, European, or white man or whatever, in Africa. He was in Africa on his mission, and so, as you know, many of them like to take care of the children, and so he was playing with the children. One day he had this idea to put something uh, like a gift, a present, to a tree, maybe a special tree, only one tree on the field, and this tree maybe about 100 yards away, something like that. And he had the group of children together in different ages, maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 years old. And then he told them, look, we will now do a competition. Competition is the Western term of the highly civilized people. They like to compete with each other. And so he said, whoever will be first over there at the tree will get the special present. I don't tell you yet what it is. So he said, okay, are you ready? All children ready? And he counted. Ready, steady, go. And in this moment, the children took each other by the hand and they ran together to this tree. He was looking and he didn't believe why they all run together for to see what is there at the tree. So he walked after them, and then they found the present and they were happy. And then he said, I don't understand why not one of you tried to be the first and to have the present for yourself. And then one child said Ubuntu. And this Ubuntu, he had to find out the meaning. This is the meaning. I am because we are. So that means we have to be happy all together. The present have to be for all of us and not just for one. Because if this is just for one, all others are not happy. And this is exactly the system you find also in the sports competition. There's only one winner. The second place is already very unhappy and breaking out in tears, or as you know, the team games like the soccer, football, uh, the second team in the final is losing, and so you have actually all teams are very unhappy, except those who knew that they have no chance anyway. But most of the teams are very unhappy, and only one team is happy, and the next time they are losing the next game already. So you see that these games are actually very evil games, because there is the opposite of happiness. It spreads the opposite of happiness. So this is the story about Ubuntu. Some people like to use this word also. They do things together because everyone has to be happy, that there's no evil thing coming out. Because if you have someone in the group who is not happy, he might get some strange ideas as well. He might become a criminal. And of course you have criminals also in these African societies, and exactly these people are coming to Europe to help the European people to wake up. So now we want to talk about the Jewish financial system, and there's a link to this. I would like to open this link. I don't know what is behind this, if it's possible to open it, because at the moment it looks like I cannot even click on this. That's strange. Maybe I should see how long this is. Maybe I should talk about it first. That's strange. Normally, Normally it should pop up. If not, then I will show this link the next time or towards the end. So maybe I better talk about it, but I should give it a try to click on this. Maybe it will open anyway, because actually it should underline. Okay, it's not our money. Even the people say they use our taxpayers' money. No, in this money system, it is their money that we are using. Okay, so it's not our money, and one day we will have to give it away anyway, because we cannot make use of this anymore. We will realize that this is a totally wrong direction. And this what we call money, the notes. It's not for nothing they call it note only. It's like you make a note. And this is no real money. This paper, what we use, belong to the one who gives the license to print. In US dollar it is the Federal Reserve Bank, and euro is the ECB, and other national banks that issue the money, and these are the owner. At least they are the owner, if not another institution like the Vatican. And we are only using it. We are only there to use and to be used. We have no right for money. That's why they can take it from us by court decisions as they want. If we don't function well, that's why most of the people try to function well, but this will not work. This will not work for sure. It will make the people very sick, very unhappy, and yeah, you cannot endure this, because these psychopaths, they also do these things. As a psychopath, they do this automatically. They also actually don't know what they are doing. They do this within the system. They also just function, and also that's why they are psychopaths, because they are getting very sick in their brain, and they will do more sick things. And so the whole society is social and psychopathic, and so the whole society is sick, and you have to cure yourself. Everyone has to do this. Also, the people, if they are not from another world, like the underworld, then there's no cure for them. Then they have to disappear. That's another option. So this link I can really not click on, but I will, in the end, I will open the website. I will try to see where it is. So they can take away the money any time of us. They can withdraw all the money, and especially when we have the chip on, then it's very easy. But already now they can do, but with the chip on, it's more control. You have no chance to do anything, because if you do anything against, like people get together and say this is unjust, you cannot take away the money from him completely, he will starve to death, then the system will punish these people as well. This is only possible, or most likely possible, when you have the chip in your right hand. So it is just the money is just lent to us, and we only can earn the money. This is even more perfect. So it's not just given, everyone $100 and we can use, but it is even the $100, the start money, is just lent to us. So we have to pay this back. But it becomes even worse, because we are just cheap slaves. And this is for most of the people at the moment still not possible to understand that we are slaves. And so until then, until you, or yeah, when you don't see that you are a slave, then you cannot understand the whole issue. You have to realize your situation, that you are a slave, like the animals to the farmer. Yeah? The animals are used by the farmer, and the farmer is, the owner of this. And so it is the same like with the sheeples and the, how you call this, the guide of the sheeps. Huh? So this fake money, I call shine money or shining money. That means it's only a shine. It's not real. And in German language they call it Geldschein, and it means shine money, not real money. Yeah. It's for every citizens, Bürger from the Burg castle, and the people who have to pay for everything. This money needs to be printed only one time. This is the absolute clue. You have to see how they do this. Every month you get the same amount of money, your salary, always the same amount of money. Let's say someone earns 1,000, whatever money, and you spend this money for your needs. So you bring the money around, you give around to other people. This seems to be all normal. And around 99 corners, it comes back to the same place where it came from. Usually we spend the money now through the banking system. That means the banks give the money and receive it back again. So actually it's always in their hand. That's why they want to do it with the chip, because then it is the money is actually in your hand, in the chip, but it's in their hand. They have the control over this. You have no control over this. So that means after 1 month you get the same money again. So you can calculate if everyone would get only 1,000. If this would be the average amount, and you have, let's say, 100 million people, then you need whatever, 100 billion whatever money. Because I think when we have the chip, then there's only the amount. This is your credit. What you will be credited with this amount. Yeah? If you function well, you get more. This is your food they give you. Yeah? If you don't function well, you get up to nothing. And you can also starve to death. It doesn't matter, because too many people anyway on this earth, in their opinion. You see the trick in this? They issue money nearly out of nothing, yeah, just by insurance covering, and you are the value for the insurance, because you work your ass off, and they always give just the same paper money. First of all, it's only believing in the paper money. They don't give you real value like gold, silver, and other precious metal. And it's always the same. Yeah? You get the 1,000, you spend the 1,000, of course you receive then goods. But that means other people also work for you. Yeah? This is how the system works. But the system itself, the money system, just prints this time, and this doesn't mean much anyway. It's only paper, and gives this around, round and round, round and round. Yeah? What I want to say with this is, they don't need any effort, not much effort about doing this. But you, every one of us, has to work the ass off nearly every day. Some people have to work every day, especially when you do a business yourself. So for every citizen, remember, citizen is actually, in English I would call it slave. Yeah. In a better term, servant. Slave actually means servant in the old meaning, so it's actually not so bad. You can be a slave yourself, but only to those who deserve it, and not slave to the system or to Satan. So for every citizen, only a thousand for the whole lifetime. Yeah? Since he starts to work from 20, let's say, to 60, 40 years, and even for when you receive pension, you need only this amount for to make him functioning a lifetime. That means, let's say, $1,000. To print $1,000 enough with this $1,000 notes, let's say 10, $100 notes. He's functioning 40 years, yeah, and making value, which he can all receive a part of this, yeah, for this amount of money. So, an example, when in Germany the average income would be 2,000 euro, they only need to spend the 2,000 euro each month, but the same 2,000 euro. It's not a new 2,000 euro that they have to invest. No, it's always the same. It's just circulating around. That means your actual cost for the system are just 2,000 euro for your whole lifetime. That's very cheap, but you give millions back with the system bridge. And of course, you see some, let's call it development. You have roads, you have houses, and so on. And there was also a time in the 70s and 80s, I would say, and even 90s, where the people were okay with this. They had a good life standard comparing to other countries. But this time, now it's over, I think. So that means the system in Germany alone would cost just 100 billion euro to keep everything running. 100, but actually 20 billion they use for 1 million refugees, and there are many 1 million refugees. So when we say 5 million refugees, then the 100 billion that are spent for the working people or for the whole society is as well for the refugees. This amount is only necessary to keep up this slavery. But as long as the people don't realize this, it has to go on, and they have to be even harder. So they don't need to put more money in. You know? But anyway, the financial system is it's just a hoax. So you don't need to take it too serious, those who understand. So then you have to think, yeah, from this amount, let's say 2,000 euro, they take away money. Okay, the 2,000 euro are already they cut off everything already. But let's say from this amount that you are getting, they take the taxes and so on. And I guess it's about 50% at least for everyone in average, because those people who have high income, they have already 50% tax in Germany, but they also know how to tax return. So that means you have to better look for those who have a low income. They have 20% tax, but for buying every good, I think it's also about 20%. So you have already 40%. and other taxes as well, for gasoline and so on. So if you add this on, at least 50%, some say even 80%. I don't know how they get to this number, but it's also imaginable. So these uh, monies, they keep, the money that they withdraw, they keep in, yeah, like basins for money. Yeah. And what they do with this, I don't know. Maybe it's just for repayment of the loan or whatever, giving back. But actually, the money system is just a tool, so they don't want the money really back. They want just the people to work on the system for the destruction. Development means also destruction of the earth, actually. Yeah? So because we are working like ants, so we remove everything. We even remove the mountains for, to have the concrete to build the houses and so on. We cut the trees, everything. So this is actually what I wanted to talk about. Here this link is working. So I'm writing "That's the System," and then there's a nice song from a German, actually leftist band, but they also have some nice quotes in it. And I think I will play this song next time, or maybe this time even. But I think it's better the next time, because this part I want to talk about the next time. So I have to go on another website to open the Jewish money system, or the Yiddish money system. So I will open it now. It needs a time a little bit. I have to open the browser first. And I will see if this link is still working. Because on this page here in the browser, it seemed not to work. Open. So I have to check this link, because this time I would like to open the link and show you a little bit more. So we need to wait a little bit. It's popping up. So the website is already popping up, but I will open everything and then I can show you. It's still a white page, needs its time. Opening will come first. Because of that, it needs time. So Google now beginning to open as well. Google by me to control my Google privacy. Remember, the word private comes from being up. Robbery. That means I show how to rob my information. So I open also the YouTube link, and then here I will go the blog. So maybe I should show this to you on the desktop. So here we go. We go to the right wing thoughts. It's there already. And then we go to this blog. 450 words already. So I should go actually. It doesn't matter. Just a second. Getting ready for the blog. Close the YouTube link. And now we will see the blog here. And here I want to see what is going on with this link. Here seems to be a link. Open link in a new tab. So I will try to open this. This is a YouTube video. So this should be better and you should be able to see this. This is the video which I already presented in the list. That's from the list. Give me the word plus 5%. Okay. It's about financial system. And this film, I'm not sure. This is in English available about the Greece film.
Fabian war innerlich erregt, die er am kommenden Tag vor einer großen Ernte. Er macht es sich gestrebt, nun würde seinen Traum fallen war ein Acker, der mit Gold und verarbeitete Schmuckverzierungen herstellte, doch es gefiel ihm nicht mehr, dass er seinen Lebensunterhalt zu verdienen hatte. Er suchte den Rat des Gewöhnlichen, die Herausforderung. Nun stand sein
So, this is the video. You can look at it yourself. I don't know if this is available in English, but you can see the story. And yeah, a translation would be very nice about this. I will open this video also in the software here, in case of it was not visible. There's no culture of the earth. So here we can paste in the link and open it.
Gott bearbeitete, doch es fiel nicht mehr als mit Arbeit.
Fabian, the goldsmith, didn't like to work for his living anymore, so he wanted to get another idea how to have it easier, not to really work, not to have a physical work.
Seits des ein großer Plan. Generation war stieg an ganz durch die bestimmtes Gewebe. Jetzt in der Produktion wurde den Überschuss anderer eingetauscht. Der war der Mann mit Gesellschaft einmal den und in letzter Zeit zu helfen. Auch viele hören. Es war an der Zeit, besseres System für Günstlage gewesen und habe ich an den erfreut. Die Regierung in es war Freiheiten und Rechte erst nie seinen Weg ausgezogen, wie auf das Einzelne. Das jetzt ungewählte Bürgermeister wurde jedoch nicht einem oder zwei Körnermaß ein mehr als der Mann ihm fiel ein besseres ein. Dann hat für unsere Probleme die Tausche alle einer Gruppe.
Fabian. The situation was in this story that you saw the marketplace and the people were exchanging their goods, and usually it worked well, but sometimes there were troubles. So one was felt underestimated in its value. So he said, "My chicken are more worth than your bread," and so on. And so the people went to the mayor and said, "We have to have a solution in this." And the mayor asked Fabian, and Fabian said, "I might have a solution to this, and I will present to you now."
Geladen. Auf dem gewaltigen Farbe des System, das er Geld nannte. Da die Sache recht klar, fragten die Menschen ihn neugierig, wie die Umgang das Gold normalerweise es rotzt nicht, verfärbt nicht und ist ungrenzt. Jetzt Gold eine Abzahl Münzen herstellen und jede Münze Taler nennen. Er erklärte des Pendels die Verwendung von erheblich praktischer wäre als der unmittelbare Außen. Ein Mitglied des Bürgerrats merkte, dass einige Leute doch ohne weiteres selbst Gold schürfen und Münzen herstellen können. Fabian die Antwort schwarz. Das wäre unrecht. Natürlich zur Sicherheit wird ein Siegel aufgelegt. Das fanden Zuhörer ganz plausibel und es wurde einmal ein das Anrecht auf gleich, denn auf keinen Fall für einer der Bauern, denn ohne Lebensmittel würden alle verhungern. Die meisten sollten an die Bauern gehen. So entstand eine allgemeine Fabian ließ und schließlich eine da ihr einigen könnt, schlage ich vor, dass die auch zunächst mal von ihr bezieht. Es gibt theoretische Grenze. Ihr müsst natürlich in der Lage sein, mir den ihr von kommt, umso mehr des Jahres zu. Schön. Dienstleistung, Fabian, habe ich Anspruch auf eine für jeden Taler, die ich zur Verfügung stelle, laufende Jung 105 zurück. Taler extra eine Leihgebühr. Und diese Leihgebühr wollen wir nennen. Und 5% eigene Förderung zu sein. Nächsten Freitag wieder. Fabian verlor keine.
So now I presented the solution to the crowd, and he said that we will make coins, gold coins or silver coins, whatever. And one guy had an objection, and he said, yeah, but what about other people just go to mine gold and they then have money to buy everything? And Fabian said this would be unjust, and that's why it must be sealed by the government, by the authority, so that only this money can be used, not just can make his own money. Okay, and he said, I suggest everyone gets the same amount of money at one time to start with. And the candleman, he had an objection, and he said, everyone is using my candle, so I should have more money. And then the farmer said, no, everyone is depending on me, because without me there is no food. Okay, so they were arguing with each other. Fabian let them argue until he said, okay, we will have to have a solution in this as well. I suggest at first you get the money from me. I will print the money for you, and yeah, I give everyone 100 coins. And somebody asked, what is your benefit in this? And he says, yeah, because I'm offering you a service, I ask for lending the money to you 5%. He says very clearly, I'm lending the money to you, and you can have any amount as you want. So the candleman can have more than 100 as long as you pay me back, because this is my gold and I want you to pay this back.
Und verbrachte die nächsten Tage und Nächte mit der Jungfrau. Die seinem den der jüngsten liehen sich sollten zunächst nur wenig und es ist das neue Tauschmittel großer Beliebtheit. Der Wert aller Dinge nach Goldmünzen oder Talern eingeschätzt wurde. Diese Zuweisung war der Preis eines Erzeugnisses. Und der Preis beruhte auf Aufwand, der verbunden war. Wenn sie erforderlich war, verlangen. Die sich mühelos billig. In einer der des lebte ein Mann namens Al. Er war der einzige Uhrmacher. Einen hohen Preis zu zahlen. Aber eben Uhren die anbot, selbst zu steigern. Ein war gezwungen, die Preise zu senken, um all seine Kunden an die billigere Konkurrenz zu verlieren. Einem kundenfreundlichen Niveau ausging, war beide Uhrmacher strebbar. Es war ein echter freier Club. Endlich in dem Alter jeden anderen Beruf.
So there you could see about when you have one trader and another trader selling the same thing, and he's then competing with the price. So you can offer the watches for a cheaper price, so the other one has to adjust. Cannot sell too expensive anymore. You have to have the same price to also receive customers. And now it makes people more busy working. Yeah? So it will be more produced.
Weil entschieden sich nach einem für das Abo. Gab keinen möglichen Schutz um anderen Standard stieg. Schließlich stellte sich ein das überhaupt möglich gewesen.
So this is before mentioned development, the devil on your mind, because you think that this is a good thing until you realize that this is actually absurd. Before, the people were living very simple, only producing the things that they needed, and that's it. But now they like to do more, because this system encourages them to do more, and it forces them to do even more, as it will come later out with the interest. The problem about the interest, and we will watch first.
Zum Jahresende suchte Fabian die Leute auf, die ihm Geld schuldeten. Manche besaßen inzwischen mehr, als sie geborgt hatten, aber gleichzeitig bedeutete, dass andere nun weniger hatten, da ja nur eine bestimmte Anzahl Münzen in Umlauf gebracht worden war. Wer einen Überschuss erzielt hat, zahlte all die 100 Taler plus 5 Taler Zinsen zurück, musste sich oft jedoch erneut Geld leihen, um im Geschäft zu bleiben. All den anderen wurde erstmals klar, dass sie verschuldet waren. Bevor ihnen Fabian erneut Geld lieh, belastete er das Eigentum dieser Menschen Hypothek, um seine Forderungen abzusichern. Nun waren die Schuldner nicht mehr schuldig.
So, as you can see, now Fabian is doing his business. People could pay back 105, 105, 105, 105, but one guy, he had only 80, because others had the 5 from him. because it depended on how he is doing business. And so this guy who had only 80 to pay back, his business was not good either, or he only spent the money, because it was also possible to take the money and just spend it and work nothing, and then you cannot pay back. So Fabian will issue uh, not a warrant, but something which a debt paper. You know? So Ludwig is now in debt. Ludwig, I borrow Ludwig 100 and he paid back only 80. So I charge him 25 because 20 and 5 from what he has to pay back. You remember, it's 100 plus 5. And you have to pay this back on a monthly rate 3 Thaler. Thaler is dollar. 3 Thaler a month. That means more for 12 months it would be 36 Thaler. So he's not even paying back 25 but 36 because of the interest for the debt as well. So this is the interest on the interest. He's doing already the smart business, this little Jew, as I can reveal already. And so Ludwig has now a problem. And now, because he was not doing well enough for the next year, if he doesn't want to lose everything, Fabian is a kind man, so he will give him the opportunity to be better next time. For next year, he might even receive a little money more because he needs money for doing business. So he has to work harder for Fabian.
Sondern auch ihr nach Es war absolut fertig. Einige Leute bald hinteren Ende hatte einen Baum. Die Kunden zur sicheren
So now you see, the money is back to again, and that's still the real money. That's gold coins and other bills. It is still in his hands. Because now at next, the people who have more money, they have to be careful about the other people who are less money. Because some of the people think, I don't know how to make this money, maybe I steal this from another one. So you have the criminal activity starting around the people, they have to close the houses, cannot keep open anymore, and so now they get the idea. The solution of Fabian is just you know, save the money with me. With me it is safe. I put it in the safe for you, so I will take care of this. Yeah? So the people start to keep the money with him, and whenever they need money, he will give them the coins.
Er erhob für jeden der immer erhielt seine Käufen als Müsen herzuschleppen, nämlich ein von mit einer oder anderen Farbe.
There you see, the customer 20 Thaler and gives him back a receipt about 20 with the signature of Fabian. So with this receipt, he can get the Thaler back that he has saved in the bank of Fabian. So Fabian already created the bank, and he must keep this paper. The paper has a value. If he loses the paper, another one can get this amount of money. So that means already paper receives a value.
Die Ladenbesitzer akzeptierten Quittungen als vertrauenswürdiges Zahlung. Die Quittung von Hand zu Hand bewegt werden musste. Man verließ sich auf
So now, because people automatically ask, I want to buy it. You have to go to Fabian first to receive the gold coin, or do you take this paper maybe, and then you can get the return from Fabian. And so the trader accepts this because he knows that he can receive the gold coin from Fabian. But also this trader, because of convenience, will use these papers again for buying something else. So that means papers are circulating around, and Fabian keeps all the real money in his safe.
ebenso sehr wie auf die Goldmünzen selbst. Bald stellt Fabian fest, dass um wirklich die Goldmünzen zurückzuführen. Also, dass da habe ich so viel Gold in meinem Besitz, verdient noch immer im Schweiße meines Angesichts als Handwerker. Das ist doch Blödsinn. Wenn sie das Gold benutzen dürften, das hier bloß herumliegt und selten eingefordert wird. Er sagte, ganz recht, das Gold gehört mir nicht, aber es befindet sich in meinem Besitz und nur darauf kommt es an. Soll ich noch herstellen, wenn ich doch einen Teil der Münzen aus meinem Er begann also, die bereits vorhandenen bei Münzen zu verleihen. Allerdings nur wenig und vorsichtig.
So you see that they keep the money with him and they only trade the papers now. He gets another idea because now he has the treasure full of gold coins, and this is getting too much for him as well because he receives all the gold coins of all the people back again, which was his own anyway. But he says, I'm actually none of this because it still belongs to the people. When they demand this because of the paper, the receipts, they can get this. But nearly no one is coming anymore to receive this because no one, the paper is much easier, much convenient to use. So that's why he thinks, why don't I loan money when I don't need to produce new coins again. I can just use the coins of Konrad, the 250, and book it to Otto. There's Otto sitting, yeah. So Otto doesn't know that this is the money of Konrad. He thinks that Fabian produces new money because he's getting a loan, maybe to build a house. This is how he's doing now, a loan, but only by booking. He is creating new money again.
Mehr und immer kühner. Große Kreditanfrage. Er schlug dem Kunden vor, warum eröffnen wir nicht ein Konto in Ihrem Namen, anschließend Münzen zu Ihnen transferieren? Quittungen aus. Der Kreditnehmer war ein und marschierte einen Haufen Quittungen davon. Er hat ein stattliches Darlehen erhalten und dennoch das Gold im Tresor. Als der Kunde gegangen war,
So you see, now another customer comes and he wants really a tremendous amount of money. And Fabian says, of course, he will talk to him about what you need. And when Fabian sees there's a good chance for this, this is a good thing to do, the development, then he will try to give money. If he doesn't like it, he will not even give the money anymore. And so he gives now not gold coins, but he gives the paper, the worthless paper. He's only writing the amount in his signature because he's now authorized to do this. Yeah. So, and this one receives it, and don't forget, he has to pay back 5% plus.
Lippen, denn waren ist in Besitz verbleibt. Bekannt.
So now he gives out only paper and he keeps the gold for himself. The gold will stay in the safe with him. And he gives only out worthless paper, but because of the belief system, the whole thing works and the whole thing develops. And of course, that's why he has a connection also to the government. And now other people will do the same thing as
Und solange sie Sicherheit vorweisen konnten, Verleih keine Grenze gesetzt. Fabian war in der Lage, ein Mehrfaches des in seinem Tresor gelagerten Geldes, dessen Eigentümer er noch nicht einmal war, zu verleihen, indem er schlicht und stellte. Die Eigentümer ihr Gold nicht zurückfinden und das Vertrauen der Bürger aufrecht. In einem großen Buch Aufzeichnungen über Soll.
So now he can give anything. He is already giving more paper out than he has coins. And already now the situation is, if everyone would ask for the coins back, he would say, not do today, maybe in 1 week you can come back. Then in that case he would have to print new coins, and maybe at a certain time it's not even possible to make the gold coins anymore, because there would not be even enough gold anymore as it is now.
Der Geldverleih erwies sich als Geschäft. Ganz geschäftlich ging es bergauf wie mit seinem Rang. Er war ein bedeutender Mann, zu dem man aussah. In Finanzfragen galt sein bloßes Wort schon fast als Offenbarung. Goldschmiede aus anderen Städten begannen sich für zu interessieren und es gemeinsam auf. Er weihte sie in seine Methoden, betonte aber, dass Geheimhaltung eine ohneliche Voraussetzung sei. Wäre das
Now he instruments to do the same thing from other cities and areas, and of course also, as this is his idea, he's giving a license, and so they have to also give 5%. And remember, 5%, you need only 20 people, you have already 100 together. When you have 200 people, then you have 1,000. So you can imagine that for sure, no matter how hard another guy works, you are always the richest without working much. He has to do certain things, and he has control, and he has to keep booking records, but he's not really working, he's only controlling.
ein Haus. Heim.
Because these people in this group fear that it might come out, some smart guys, some smart farmers, they might have a question, and so it might come out and there would be distrust. There would be distrust in the money system. They decided to make a secret society, the Freemasonry, to name it. And so they said, these things we have to keep secret. It's not for public how we do these things. Otherwise, we will lose our empowerment.
Jeder Goldschmied kehrte akzeptieren Fabians Quittung genauso Goldtaler. Definierte man sie genau wie man einen Tresor.
Stuck to keep the paper, the receipts in Fabian's safe, because they also lose these papers or it is being stolen, and so it is better to keep it safe with Fabian. Yeah. Imagine when somebody would steal something from Fabian. Of course, he can call the authorities to catch this guy. This is the bank robbery. But he's actually not losing anything because he still have everything in the books. He can create new papers easily.
Händler einem anderen eine für eine Ware senden wollte, schrieb er einfach eine kurze Weisung Fabian, Geld von seinem Konto auf das Konto des anderen Händlers zu übertragen. Fabian konnte die entsprechende Änderung der Konten in wenigen Minuten bewerkstelligen. Auch dieses neue System wurde sehr populär. Die schriftlichen Weisungen für eine solche bargeldlose Zahlung bezeichnete man als Schecks. Bei einem weiteren Geheimtreffen weihte Fabian Goldschmiede in einen neuen Mann ein. Am nächsten Tag beriefen sie eine Versammlung aller Gouverneure ein, die den einzelnen Landesteilen vorstanden. Fabian trat als Wortführer auf. Die Dinge, die wir ausstellen, erfreuen sich allgemeiner Beliebtheit, doch gelegentlich werden diese Quittungen von Fälschern kopiert. Wir müssen dem ein Ende setzen. Bestürzt fragten die Jünger, was sie dagegen unternehmen können. Fabian hatte natürlich die Antwort parat. Ich schlage vor, dass die Regierung sich künftig der Aufgabe annimmt, neue Quittungen mit komplizierten Mustern auf Spezialpapier zu drucken, die wir Banknoten nennen.
So now the government gets involved. That means the old power needs the new power. The money man, the coin Jew, to find a solution, because these papers can easily be copied. And so he says this is now the work of the government to make sure that there's a law enforcement and it cannot be easily copied. Please find something that you produce money with, not only with copyright, but you know that the money is not easily to be copied.
Werden. Wir Gold denn wir in Zeit auf beim der Quittungen. Man müsste verprügeln und drucken Lösung und Goldgang und nicht eigene Schlag zu erlassen eingewählt wurde angenommen und die Regierung druckte in großer Anzahl die neuen. Jeder war ein
You see how to create the notes in the, so that for Fabian looks official, but you see the city, because he says the goldsmiths will do this for you, no problem, and please make another law against the people who make their own money.
ein Taler so weiter. Für die geringfügigen Druckkosten kamen die Goldschmiede auf. Da man die Scheine viel bequemer tragen konnte, war die Bevölkerung leicht zu überzeugen. Trotz ihrer neuen Banknoten und aller Transaktionen verwendet. Die Statistiken zeigten, dass 90% des gesamten Verkehrs durchs abgewickelt wurden. Nun die seines Landes in Gang. Jetzt hatte die Aufbewahrung ihres Geldes tatsächlich ein kleines Entgelt gezahlt. Sich nun aber mehr Geld in den Tresor zu holen, den Sparern
paper money. You know, it's now changed, gold coins go away. Paper money is there. He gives them even a percentage, so an interest, because he receives the money from them and he has the control over it. But for the people, they think, oh, that's good. Keep the money with the bank and I get even some interest.
ausholen ihr Geld. 5% Zins im Übrigen nicht Fabians Haupt zu davon Prozent Zinsen erheblich besser für Waren draufzahlen zu müssen. Aufgrund der Mara wuchs Vermögen rapide und wieder verlieh er höhere Summen als in Form von Banknoten und Münzen im Tresor lag. Der Taler verlieh er 200 oder 400 Taler. Weise gab zu 900 Taler. Immer. Ihr braucht darauf zu achten, dass es von 9:1 nie zu überschreiten. Wollte den Kunden haben in Bargeld auszahlen lassen.
So now people take loans, and as before actually, but now even more. New loans, and actually the money is not there. It's just booking it. Because nobody really demands the money in real value. It's just giving out the paper.
Die neun ne Schick ganze Tag das da noch und verlangten Beziehungs Bruck die Schwertgabe und die Menschen Sorgung mit Regierung die Welt dass niemand es Schwein einen Stuhl lassen. Wenn sie 100 zurück. Alt werden 70er.
Oh, business is coming too far. I need to talk to. I have done so because you are giving out 100 and you want back 105. How is it possible? He asked the question.
Man erzeugt Taler an Löhnen kontrollieren Landkraft plus Tal 2, also 200 Taler. Aber sie zu bezahlen, müssen wir all unsere 100. Es ist einem von uns gelingt, seinen ganzen Bart, der andere noch runternehmen. Die waren war kein Geld mehr kaufen können. Immer noch 10 Taler Schulden und zurückzahlen, die mehr Geld sofort. Und die 100 Hahn auf 105 Taler und die Schulden zu die schafft zu schaden sehr mein Leben den genannten Angehörigen Aufmerksamkeit widmen. Bitte. Kosten senken, ein besserer Geschäftsmann. Dabei Der Besucher ging unzufrieden sein.
So, realized this system, but Fabian said this financial economic system, that's quite complicated. You have to really study this first to really understand. So let me take care of this. I will pay attention to this, what you just told me. And you better take care of your own business. You work better. You make a better business, work more efficient in your company, and then you will be also be able to pay back like others can do. Because this businessman, he mentioned how the people can pay back 105 if you give them only 100, everyone. In that case, to make the system work, you should actually produce your own money and put it into the system. The missing 5%, you should actually make yourself and spend it on these people. If you do that, then there would be the 105 around for each person, and still some people would not be able to pay back because the way they do business, that's true, but the money would come back for sure. There would be no debt. And the reason why the system works for a long time is only because of the loan system. He's printing even more money, and so we have an exponential amount of money now, which is much more than what we have in actual goods, even though the capitalism is producing like crazy, but there's more money around than goods are. So that's why I think it is regulated also, that they withdraw money from time to time and put it in again when it's getting too tight.
Aber Fabian galt lange als die Hexe und Einwände wären zwecklos. Denn die Wirtschaft zu boomen und das Land einen enormen Aufschwung zu verzeichnen. Um die Geld zu decken, mussten die Händler ihre Preise erhöhen. Daraufhin sagten sich die Arbeitnehmer ihre Löhne, die Arbeitgeber.
And this businessman is not coming through with this because the economy is booming. So the economy is booming, and so no, he will not be hurt. But to pay back, somehow the traders have to make a higher price. So they have to increase the prices. So now the prices are more higher. So the workers who are now already, this is another situation that they already went into the cities, into the factories. This is, you can see another time already. They lost their land because of the loaning system, because they could not pay back. So they have to work in the cities. And these workers now demand more money. As we all know that the unions are doing this now. So that means prices go up, the money, they demand more money. So they will give more money, then the prices go up again, inflation.
Sie verwiesen auf die Gefahr, wurden für ihre oder Hausfrauen als schließlich
Want more money.
von der Mensch auch von Armut eingesucht. Helfen. Der eigentliche Reichtum sieht weit Gelassenheit. Die großen Wälder, die Bodenschätze und es drehte sich nur noch ums Geld. Die scheinbar der Zeit war. Er fragte das Thema. Man glaubte all diesen im Griff. Ihren
So to see yourself. Of the history, the struggle, and it's all about money only. People hunt for the money. How I get the money off another guy through different methods, and of course also through scam, and it leads to wars. And finally, it's about the control over the whole world. You have to look this video yourself. I will finish now here. That's enough for today. But this video is very interesting. Maybe there's already an English version about this as well. So I wish you a nice day and keep researching to wake up.